Sports. The New York Jets taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They begin the drive on the ground with Cobb. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Here's Rivers. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 87 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. But I think Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Rivers. And that one too wide and incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Again, it's Rivers. Caught by Cobb. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Over the middle, he's got Mayer. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off the...
And he is in! Touchdown, New York! His 6th touchdown on the ground, number 7 overall. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
You talk about this Jets defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Gabriel. Hard throw. Incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Rivers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Cobb. He's got daylight.
Running free at the 45. Off to the races.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 74 yards.
And that's a big-time run right there. Backed up deep inside their own 10, but he found a weakness in the defense, and off he went. I think they got caught looking past defensively, and he burned them for a huge gain. Nice job taking advantage of what the defense gave him.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running?
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. But certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Alec Pierce with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Gabriel. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Operating from the gun, Gabriel. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start the drive with a give to Cobb. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Reedy. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings him to 3rd down. Rivers to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded at the 43. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Ready, break.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down, Gabriel. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right to the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Gabriel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So out now come the Jets.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Again, off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Black ultra.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Down the right sideline.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back to Gainwell here on second down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, that makes them block just a little bit harder.
On first down, Gabriel. He'll find Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Gabriel. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
New York set to take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
The drive starts with a run by Cobb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now 2nd and 5.
Rivers now. And this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. "43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gabriel.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Gabriel. This is caught.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll begin in the AFC North up at Paycor Stadium. Baltimore in town to take on Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. Jamar Chase, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Panthers trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. In that one, all even as they play the visiting Texans.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 75 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They run behind center with Gainwell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down at the 25.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 6. On the handoff, Gainwell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Trey Sermon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they'll accept that penalty. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. To throw, Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And now an audible here into something else. And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Gabriel got his man. It's Gainwell. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Gabriel going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to. But a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. Throwing, Rivers.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 48 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. T.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They go play action. Rivers. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3rd and long for Rivers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Watt, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Gabriel to the right side and complete to Metcalf. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now 3rd down and 6 to go. Operating from the gun, Gabriel gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Steelers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Gabriel firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now out come the Jets. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. T.J. Watt, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rivers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Rivers throwing quickly to Wilson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Rivers again. And he's got Pierce. Touchdown, Jets. Alec Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep,
those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd down, Gabriel. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Gainwell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now a 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to have a Steeler 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
Here we go. 33. Yellow.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Ready. 53.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
It doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.